Could innocence be circumstantial? This and probably even more questions is what I imagine was going through Bronnie's head. Bronnie Ware. Bronnie Ware is an Australian author and motivational speaker who spent years caring for terminally ill patients in the last weeks of their lives. During that time, she noticed that nearly all patients had regrets about their lives, but more than that, she noticed that the same regrets kept coming up again and again. She later documented these regrets in her book titled The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying. And the number one regret she had was this: I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. I think it's important for me to reiterate that these were real people. People's sons, daughters, fathers, mothers, sisters, brothers. Some of them old and considered role models, but they regretted not having done more in their life. There are two lessons to learn from this. One of them ties back to my opening question. Can innocence be circumstantial? Many of these people led righteous, morally upright lives up till that point, but in their final moments, they wish they hadn't. This fascinates me because it shows that sometimes morality can be circumstantial. They didn't choose the quiet life, they were just not exposed to anything else. Their innocence was untested. The person who doesn't smoke because they genuinely don't want to smoke, and the person who doesn't smoke because they've never been offered a blunt, are two different people. One has the choice but consciously decides not to. The other doesn't have a choice because their life is guarded and unexposed. And those dying patients in their final moments wish they had that choice in their life. Even more than that, they wish they had that choice and chose to smoke the blunt. The second lesson I would say is stop letting people's expectations dictate your life. The life you want to live is the life you should live, even if it goes against what your friends or parents expect of you. The tragedy wasn't that these people lived quiet lives. The tragedy was that they never decided if quiet was what they actually wanted. They hadn't lived their lives. They had lived approved lives. Now, let me be clear. I'm not saying go off the rails and become a lunatic just to piss off your parents. No, what I'm saying is that a life chosen is different from a life inherited. There's a difference between saying no because you believe in the no and saying no because you were never allowed to consider yes.
You want to cook crystal meth?
One is conviction, the other is protection, and protection when it lasts too long can quietly turn into a cage.